said in the last video that it was too quiet, and then I rewatched the last video, and it was way too loud. So, welcome, and this is the third in our series that we're doing, where we're going over my new additions to our Blu-ray collection, and these are still ones that all came in that we ordered months ago and just hadn't come in, or that I've been kind of saving up for a video. So it's just like in the last two videos we have six movies here, video games and movies, and I hope you enjoy. I'll be a lot quieter this time. I'm very sorry that I was almost just speaking at normal volume like this, in the last video, but I'll do my best to keep whispering in this one. So sorry about that. And I hope you enjoy, and let me know what you think about the films, and if you have any suggestions for films for me to get or to watch, always welcome, always interested, because I'm not the kind of person to go, for example, I don't know what you think about Christopher Nolan, but of course he's extremely talented, extremely, obviously I don't have to tell you, you know that. But I've watched a handful of his films now, and they're not my kind of films. I didn't like Oppenheimer. I didn't like it. You have things like Inception, which I haven't ever seen, but my wife says it's good, but it's just overrated. Same with Interstellar. I watched Tenet. I didn't like it. I just was like, what? This is the big director that everyone goes crazy about. Because that was my first one I watched. The only one I haven't seen of him. But the only one I haven't seen is The Dark Knight. And talking about The Dark Knight, look at this. How cool is this? I got this for so cheap. And this is The Dark Knight and Batman Begins. And I've never seen these two. I've seen The Dark Knight Rises when it came out. And I haven't watched these two, it's not as enjoyable, but I watched it and I just didn't really enjoy it. I like Christian Bale so much, and I like him as Batman. I think he's probably been the best Batman, but I didn't really like Tom Hardy's a good actor too, but I didn't really like Bane, and it wasn't that memorable of a film for me. But I've always heard much better things about these two. And when I found this, it's sealed. It was sealed all around the slipcase. And then when see, you have Batman Begins and The Dark Knight. And when I take it out, it's actually a very, very nice case. So we ended the last video with a superhero. We start this one with a superhero. It's very nice. So both actually, this slipcase and this was sealed, which is very cool. I'm sorry if you hear any crazy loud noises. For some reason, it's a super heavy wind today. There's so much noise. There's so much wind is just slamming against the window. It's so loud. So if you hear that, I'm sorry. Dark Knight and Batman Begins. It doesn't actually have blurb. Does it have blurb on this side? No, there's no blurb on that side. There's no blurb here. It's gonna read you the blurb, but I suppose most of you have probably already seen this now. What I really, really like about this is the discs. Let me carefully open it. So we have The Dark Knight there. And then there we have the special features with the Joker. And Batman Begins. And I think they'll be more impressive than The Dark Knight Rises. Alright. Next up, we have another kind of different, kind of a slipcase, or like almost like a package case. So you might have remembered when I did the original video, I had this. A steelbook of Resident Evil Retribution, which I still haven't seen to this day. So I've only seen Resident Evil 1 and Resident Evil 6, the final chapter. I've never seen 2, 3, 4, or 5. Apocalypse, Extinction, Afterlife, and Retribution. And I think we bought a set. Erica got it for cheap. She bid on it on eBay as well. 1, 2, and 3. So when that comes, I'm very excited because then we can finally watch the whole series. Because I'm super excited to watch like the whole series, because 1 was actually kind of underwhelming. I was expecting a lot more from 1 for people like, oh, that's the only good one, but she likes all of them. So I thought, I bought this for her as a gift like 5, 6 years ago in the Netherlands. Like on the back of it, it's all in Dutch. Like obviously it says Humanity Less Than, but then that text is all in Dutch. And what I did was I got this, which is very cool. That this is so old, man. This was packaging is from 2011, and it's sealed, and it has the original price on it, and I can't take it off because underneath the seal, or it's on the seal, but I don't want to break it because I'll break the seal anyway. But it's one of these old, and I didn't pay this for it anyway, but it's one of these old triple play Blu-ray DVD plus digital copy. So this has a Blu-ray and a DVD in it, and it's Resident Evil Afterlife, or Resident Evil 4, I think it is, if I'm not mistaken. After a one-woman assault on the Umbrella Corporation's fortress, Alice's superhuman abilities are neutralized. Now, fleeing the undead masses created by the T-virus, Alice reunites with Claire Redfield and her brother Chris. Together, they take refuge with other survivors in an abandoned prison where a savage zombie mob stands between them and the safety of Arcadia. Escaping those bloodthirsty mutants will take an arsenal, but facing off with Albert Wesker and the Umbrella Corporation will take the fight for survival to a new level of danger. So you can see it was one of these things that completely doesn't exist anymore. Or this like played anyway. I mean, it has a picture of a bloody iPod there. This is so old. So yeah, this is definitely not relevant anymore. Alright. So Resident Evil Afterlife. I'm keen to watch these. Very keen to see Extinction and Apocalypse as well. Alright. Next up, another film that's like a 2000s, like kind of a classic. Another film that Erica purchased that I'm interested in seeing because I haven't. It's one of those movies that I've heard about, but I've never watched. And it's a bit of a. Oh, can you hear the wind? It's so loud. Oh, that's just the wind. That's crazy. Sorry. It's the 2003 film Underworld with Kate Beckinsale. And this is the extended edition. The package design is from 2008. It's also a very old Blu-ray. spine-tingling horror collides with breathtaking action in this darkly stylish movie, Underworld. Its story tells of a war between the immortal species of vampire and lycan, which are werewolves. A bloodthirsty battle has now raged for centuries unseen by human eyes until now. Presented here in high definition 1080p Blu-ray, this is the extended edition of the film containing an additional 10 minutes of footage edited back into the movie. A must for all Underworld fans. I mean, I haven't watched it, so she's watched the first 3. I think there's 5 now, but they're not very good. She's watched the first 3, but she said, just watch the first one. So that's what we're gonna do. The first Underworld. I'm excited to see what it's like. Seems like one of those films that I said, is it just Blade with a woman? And she was like, yeah, it's kind of like Blade, but yeah, I'm keen to watch it. Seems like one of those classics. You gotta just watch at least the first one. Next up is a film, or actually 2 films. Now that I think about it, is 2 films that I've actually owned in the past. And I've lost them, and I was able to get both of them brand new sealed. Oh, sorry about that. I was able to get both brand new sealed for about $5, which is nice. That's what I'm saying. eBay, man, get some good deals. And they're both films that I really liked. Especially one of them is probably not they're not critically acclaimed films or anything, but they're films that I just really enjoyed. I personally like these films a lot. And they're more guilty pleasure films than they are cinema masterpieces. I suppose that you can say the same about things like Resident Evil, Underworld, and stuff like that. But these 2 in particular are not known for being, big. I mean, one of them is not even like a big film at all. But I watched them in cinema both, and I enjoyed them. And these are both films I owned and then lost somehow. So here they are, sealed. The first one is Split. From writer-director M. Night Shyamalan, James McAvoy, and Split. We had a James McAvoy film last time as well, Wanted, right? This is from 2016, that's right. Starring James McAvoy and Anya Taylor-Joy. I think this was her 3rd or 2nd film after The Witch. And this, you can tell this is the time this comes from because both the films, I think the other one is from 2016 as well, is it? 2016 as well. That's when my wife first came to Europe and visited us. And so we went to cinema a lot. And this was definitely a film that I really liked. I did see Glass, and I didn't like it at all. I've never seen Unbreakable, but that seems like a film I might enjoy. I've never seen it. But this is like the 2nd one in the series. Writer, director, producer, M. Night Shyamalan returns with an original thriller that delves into the mysterious recesses of a man's fractured, gifted mind. Though Kevin, played by James McAvoy, has revealed 23 personalities to a psychiatrist, there remains only one, submerged, who's still set to materialize and dominate all the others. Compelled to abduct 3 teenage girls, Kevin reaches a war for survival among all those contained within him, as well as everyone around him, as the walls between his compartments shatter apart. So yes, I do think that M. Night is not a fantastic director or anything. But he does have some films that are pretty good. This being one. Next up, based on a too good to be true story, a film that is very much not known or big or successful or anything like that, but a film that I liked when I watched it, and so I thought Blu-ray's $5, so I'll get it. You know, it's a film that I like. Why not? Right? Not every film has to be a massive blockbuster masterpiece. And I particularly like Matthew McConaughey's performance in this film. Gold. He does a really good job, I think, in this film. A riveting drama inspired by the true events of the 90s pre-X-Men Corporation scandal. Gold is the epic tale of a man's pursuit of the American dream to discover gold. Canny Wells, played by Matthew McConaughey, is a modern-day prospector, desperate for a lucky break, who teams up with a similarly eager geologist, Edgar Ramirez, played by Edgar Ramirez, to find gold deep in the uncharted jungle of Indonesia. Getting the gold was hard, but keeping it would be even harder, sparking an adventure through the most powerful boardrooms of Wall Street. Starring Matthew McConaughey, Bryce Dallas Howard, Edgar Ramirez, Rachel Taylor, and Corey Stoll. I like this film. You know, this is definitely not a film that a lot of people even know about or have seen, but it's one of those films that I liked. I think I think it's a fun film, and like I said, Matthew McConaughey is very good in it, in my opinion. So. That is gold, but you can see what time these came out because they both have the Blu-ray plus digital ultraviolet, and not like Blu-ray plus DVD or whatever. Alright, and finally we ended the last video with a trilogy, and we are doing so again today. This is the Jurassic Park Ultimate Trilogy. I don't think I have to tell you what Jurassic Park is, I think you know. I have not seen or have any interest in the new Jurassic World films. Nor do I have much interest in the third film, which is also included. But I do really like Jurassic Park, obviously, and The Lost World. Classic movies from my youth. Let me try something with this. Doesn't work. Just try something different, but nah. Alright. So, we have the case here. Let me show you the discs, and then I'll show you the the actual case I bought is a little bit broken because this is secondhand. Let's be careful that I don't break it apart. So all three films we got. Jurassic Park. Classic from what year did it come out? 1993. The Lost World, which came out in 1997. And then Jurassic Park 3, which came out in 2001. I've only really ever enjoyed The Lost World and Jurassic Park. So you can see here, the Blu-ray is all bent, but that's fine. No, not the case. Alright, let me read it to you. When is this case from? 2000. Okay, sorry. Over 7 hours of bonus features. That's very good. That's a lot. That's a lot of bonus features. The ultimate Jurassic Park experience. All three movies in stunning high definition. Experience one of the biggest movie trilogies of all time, like never before, with the Jurassic Park Ultimate Trilogy. You won't believe your eyes rise when dinosaurs once again roam the earth in an amazing theme park on a remote island. From Academy Award-winning director Steven Spielberg and Joe Johnston, who did the third film. It should tell you enough. Spielberg did the first two. The action-packed adventures find man up against prehistoric predators in an ultimate battle for survival, featuring visually stunning imagery and ground-breaking filmmaking. This epic trilogy is sheer movie-making magic that was 65 million years in the making. Welcome to Jurassic Park. See, the third film, the first and second one, are over 2 hours long. The third film is only an hour and a half. I think it's just like a RoboCop 3, man. Then just the third film. I tell you, every franchise. Jurassic Park, first, second one, great. Third film, pointless. Right? Third film, pointless. Aliens, 1, 2, great. Third film, bad. What's it called? Terminator, 1, 2, amazing. Third one, bad. You know, there's so many other trilogies you can think of. And it just, you know, it's just a thing. I don't know. RoboCop, 1, 2, amazing. Third one, bad. I don't know what it is, but Jurassic Park, the ultimate trilogy. I hope you enjoyed that video. And yeah, I'm very happy to be back, you know, making videos, because taking those breaks, it's not good. You know, I need to be consistent, and also it's a lot of fun making these videos, you know, talking about films and talking to you guys. That's the best part, right? Seeing people's reactions. And yeah, I hope this video sounded a little bit better. It wasn't too loud. The last video was way too loud. I'm sorry about that. But yeah. Anyway, more to come. And yeah, I hope you're excited for it, because I am. And I'll see you in the next video.